Okay, guys, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at an application known as EdPuzzle. And no, we're not going to be making crossword puzzles or word scrambles or word search or anything like that. EdPuzzle is actually dealing with video. So this is just going to be a real quick tutorial to sort of get you up and running with EdPuzzle. Um, if you go on your browser, just type in EdPuzzle and you should be able to get the first thing that comes up and you'll select it. And of course, I'm already going to be logged in, but for you, you would, I'm going to log out so I can show you. You would, once you click on this, it's going to ask you to sign up. Once you sign up, what you need to do is sign in with Google. So you would use your Google School account, and it's going to ask you to select whether you're a teacher or a student. I'll show you that real quick. And of course, you're going to select I'm a teacher. And again, this is the part where you'll sign up. If you hit sign in with Google, that should help you. And then you select your school account and it'll take you right to EdPuzzle. Once you get here, you're going to see videos. Of course, I've been using this for a while, so the videos that are going to show up for me are going to be social studies and history related. But as you use it, it will eventually show up with videos that you can use. Over here on the left side, you see a few different things. I'm just going to go to the main things that I think you need right off the bat to get going. And that's going to be finding a video. So where it says popular channels here, um, you can you'll see right here, and then of course you've got a few choices. You've got EdPuzzle, you've got YouTube, you've got Khan Academy, National Geographic, TED Talks, and Veristasium, which I've never used, but any of those are where you can find content. So I'm just going to pick YouTube, and I'm going to search for a video. I'm going to do the Great Depression, and then I'm going to get a bunch of videos that are going to come up, and I'm going to select one. Usually I try to select some that aren't very long. I would say usually no more than 10 to 12 minutes usually is about good for these videos. And you want to select something that is going to be, addressing some of the topics and things that you're going over. And then once you find a video that you like, then of course you pick it. And then here's the great thing about EdPuzzle. What it's going to do is you can take any video from off of any of those sites, or you can upload a video, and you can turn it into a video lesson. And I'm going to take this video and I'm going to select edit over here on the right. And now I've got a couple of different options. I can cut this video, like get rid of parts that I don't want. I can do a voiceover like what I'm doing right now over the video, or I can put questions in. And if you wanted to do a cut, then you would just drag the video, and you would select add cut. Let me go back real quick. And if you select add cut, then what that's going to do is that's going to delete the parts of the video that you don't want, and so on. Then, of course, if you want to add questions, you would select questions up here. And you can pick from multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, or so on. For this tutorial, we're just going to select multiple choice since it'll be the easiest. Of course, I'm not really watching the video, but I'm just going to put in a question. What caused the Great Depression? And then you might, I'm just making up stuff right now, but of course you would put economic issues or earthquake, however you want to do it. But you can put all sorts of things in here. You can add more choices than just two, and of course you make sure that the green check is beside the one that you are selecting for the right answer. And then, of course, you would hit save. And what that does is that actually puts that question right in the middle of the video. And the video is going to stop and it's going to ask the kids to answer, or the students to answer that question then. It will not let them move forward until they answer the question. And so you can do this all throughout the video. And once you're done putting in is questions, then all you have to do is hit finish. And then you want to select assign. And you can, if you've already got your classes done, I've already got my classes already set up. If you don't want to do it that way, because for some reason, I think our Google Classroom is being blocked when you try to assign through EdPuzzle. So what I would do is I would select public links, and I would just copy this link. You just select copy, and it'll say copied. Or you can do the old fashioned way where you highlight the whole thing and you do Control C and then go to Google Classroom and put it in as an assignment and copy and paste it. Once you've done that, you should be able to monitor your kids once they start the EdPuzzle. It shows their progress, it shows their completion, and it shows how much they got right and how much they got wrong. So EdPuzzle can really be a very, very helpful tool. There's so many more things. I just wanted to show you the real quick nitty-gritty rundown of what you can do with EdPuzzle. But it does have a lot of nice features. The Google Classroom thing, I think it's something with our IT department, but it would be awesome if you could just basically assign it straight to each class. But anyway, this is a real simple way to do it. Just copy and paste the link, and then that way they can go right into the EdPuzzle and they can go ahead and start. Just to show you what you would do, if you went to your classes, you would select Google Classroom, and then you would find the class that you wanted to do the EdPuzzle. Let's say I wanted my first period to do it, and then select classwork, and you would create this as an assignment. And then what you would do is you would add the link. Control V would paste the link in there, and now the link is there, the EdPuzzle link. And of course you would title it. I usually put EdPuzzle in the front of my description. EdPuzzle, the Great Depression. Okay. And of course you can give instructions on how to do it and so on. The kids, all they really have to do is click on this link, and then they would sign in with Google as well, and then they can start doing the EdPuzzle. So it's not like it's that hard. It's pretty easy. It's a very simple thing to do. Of course, over here on Google Classroom, if you wanted to put a due date on it, you could. You could even put a time for you guys that don't know that. And of course, for me, you got a topic. I usually select whatever topic that goes into, and then I would hit assign. So that's sort of a real quick rundown on EdPuzzle. It does, again, have a lot of features. It's pretty easy to use. Once your students start using it, they get very used to knowing how to get into it and so on. Just remember, copy that link and just put it into Google Classroom. That tends to work a little bit better than trying to assign it by class. So do that, and I think you'll be good to go with that. But anyway, that's a real quick rundown on EdPuzzle. You can do so much more with this. It's an awesome thing, I think. It's something that I enjoy using, and I've used it quite frequently. And there's plenty of things to select from. I won't click on the grade book because it has my students' names and things all over it. But you can actually monitor it through the grade book and see their progression, how well they did, and so on. And then, of course, if you do have it set up by classes, then you can monitor it over here by classes. Once you save a video, it puts it into your content. And you can see I've got a few because I'm working on this quite frequently over the last few days. But you can see all of the content that you have. And I've got a lot of stuff. You can tell I used EdPuzzle quite a bit, but there's plenty of things on there for you to look at. Once you start saving some content, it'll start filling up in here. EdPuzzle is a paid site, although the free site does allow you to do what I just did. The only thing is you can't save a ton of videos. You only get a certain amount of space because this is all web-based and cloud-driven. So it will only let you put so much amount of video in here before it will not let you do it, and you'd have to delete some in order to add it. Right now we are on the pro version, so you got unlimited space. You got the pro version with all the features, everything that comes with it. So take advantage of it during this time. Hopefully that helps. If you've got questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be glad to help. But this is a real quick rundown on EdPuzzle. Enjoy it, play around with it. I think you'll find it to be very beneficial when you want to just quickly get something out there for your kids or students to look at. This is an excellent way to go about doing it. All right, I'll catch you guys later.